So I feel like I've been doing this a lot recently, but I've just had some really great finds on the side of the road. Hey, I'm Janelle, this is toDIYfor, and we're doing another furniture flip. I found this while driving. I was on the side of the road, I pulled over, I stopped, I looked at it, I was like, yes. Looks like it's all intact, because wicker furniture can be dicey, but this was a good looking piece. It's very trendy right now, whether you want to have this as a patio chair, or I think it could even work great indoors, especially if boho is the kind of style that you have going on in your house. So I grabbed this and we're going to fix it up, and fingers crossed I can sell it online for, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll make some money on it. So let's get into it.
All right, so here is the lovely find that I snagged off the side of the road, and I thought it was a pretty beautiful looking chair. As you can see, a lot of the paint is chipping off, but the thing that I looked for was, does this still turn? Yes, it does, and everything was intact and the wood was really solid. So the biggest tool that I'm going to use here is this wire brush. It's got a scraper on the other end. I picked this up at the hardware store for a couple of dollars, and it's the best tool to scrape off all of this loose paint because it's super abrasive. So this is going to take a little bit of elbow grease and take a little while as well. I had to go over the entire chair and scrape off as much of this loose paint as possible, because obviously you don't want to repaint this. It's going to be chipping off immediately. So as you can see, I got a lot of it off. I did take my sander to this as well to try and smooth out where the paint still is. And then I washed the entire thing. Now, I would suggest if you have a pressure washer, pressure wash this thing. Do that first. It's A, gonna clean it, but B, also going to peel off a lot of that paint, and then you'll have less scrubbing to do afterwards. So I washed this thing completely. It was, I don't know how long it'd been outside for, but very dirty. Once it dried is when I got to spray painting. So I decided to go with black because I thought this would be a nice interior chair, and I think that black kind of is more trendy right now. And this took about two coats of spray paint, but also 2 cans of spray paint. And the thing with doing this is that you've got to really go around and take your time. You want to do short, quick strokes so you're not loading on too much paint at once, because you'll have a lot of drip if you do that. Light coats is the best way to go with this, and you really got to work every single angle. You think you'll have a spot done, and then you'll look at it from a different angle and you'll realize, oh, I totally missed that. So it does take a while, but I think totally worth it. Now, originally I had intended to make my own cushions for these, but when I was out at the thrift store, I actually found some really cute cushions, and it was gonna cost me less to just purchase these used, and I decided to add a little detail to the one. So I'm quickly just showing you here how I make some pom-poms with some yarn, wrap it around my finger a bunch, and then you tie a strand in the center, and then you're going to cut open all of those loops. I've laid this flat now, and I'm gonna trim out all of the sides, and then you kind of fluff it up and roll it around in your hands, and you've got yourself a quick pom-pom. So this is one of the pillows that I picked up at the thrift store. I know, $9, kind of expensive. The thrift store is getting more expensive, but at the end of the day, it's still cheaper than me making my own and having to buy the insert and all the fabric. And it was also cheaper, obviously, than buying a new one, and I added my own little touch with the pom-poms. So I actually grabbed the back pillow as well from the thrift store for this completed look, and I think that this looks great styled in a home. Like I said, this could totally be a patio piece as well. And I am going to say that, you know, to do this super properly, you need to strip all of the paint that was previously on there. I did not do that. This is a very quick and easy way to refinish this. It's not perfect by any means. There's still marks where the old piece of, you know, like the white paint is, but it's a pretty quick and easy fix, and I think it looks great. Let me know what you thought of this DIY. I'll be back next week with a new one.